Hey beauties, thank you so much for joining me. We have a new setup that we're testing out with the makeup top and a tutorial in landscape mode. I've already filmed another video in this setup and we're just testing out to see if we like this better or if the old way was better, but you guys can let me know what you guys think. So today I'm going to share with you the new Natasha Denona palette, the Bloom palette, and there's a lot of mixed reviews so far. A lot of people are saying that it's kind of boring, or that it's too warm, or that it's too similar to many of her previous palettes that she's just released, but I thought we'd swatch it together and test it out and see what we think. I'm gonna go horizontally. So first up we have the shade Fluorescence. And Fluorescence is a metallic medium vivid tangerine. That's what it's described as on her website. And then we have Bark, which is a creamy matte medium dark gingerbread brown. It's creamy. And then we have the shade called Keen, and it's another creamy matte described as a light medium nude tangerine. Next up we have Wren, another creamy matte shade, and it is described as a medium coral pink. Next up we have Fleur, and it is a duochrome light pink with icy ivory shift. Can you guys see that? Next up we have Crisp. This one's soft. This is described as a sparkling foiled duochrome coral with gold. Let's do a little bit more. It's more of like a topper, I think, with no like pigment behind it. You see that? Next we have Lush. It's a sparkling foiled light nude apricot. It's pretty though, I think. Then we have Brick. Brick is a creamy matte medium bright terracotta. Next we have Rue. Rue is described as a sparkling foiled metallic medium light burgundy. That's Rue. Next we have Floss or Flows. It's F-L-O-S. And it is described as a creamy matte medium vintage rose. It's kind of pretty. Then we have Petal. Petal is described as a silky matte light salmon. It is silky. Oops, sorry, can you see this? I don't know if you guys can see. Next we have Ember. Ember is described as it's a sparkling foiled medium brick. Okay, we're down to the last three. So we have Robin. Robin is described, it's a silky matte and it's described as a medium dusty coral. So far, all these shades are super smooth and they feel really soft and buttery. Oh, can you see that? Sorry. So this is Robin. And then we have Clover, another creamy matte, described as a dark vivid burgundy. I think this is really pretty too, actually. And then the last shade, I think, is what people are excited about. It's called Equinox. It's a sparkling foiled duochrome peach with turquoise blue shift. I don't know if you can see that. You see all the colors? Okay, let's decide what look we're gonna go with. So I'm having a bit of a hard time deciding what colors I want to use, what shades I want to use, what look I want to do. So I thought I'd show you the swatches one more time horizontally, so it fits better on the screen. And like I said, I'm still getting used to this new setup. I think I might stay in this area today. I don't know, but I really do like this shade. I don't know. I think we're just gonna lay down some color on the eyelids and see where we go. Oh my goodness. So the same thing happened in the previous video that I filmed in this setup, and I don't know what causes it, but it just stopped recording. So as you can see, I already have some color down on my eyes, and I apologize for that. But what I did was I took the shade Petal and a SHODO 03, and I just did it up in the crease. You weren't missing much. You could barely see that color, that shade on my skin tone, but I just put it up in my crease on both sides, like a transition shade, so that everything else that we layer on top will blend out. And then somewhere in the process, I decided that I wanted to do a halo eye today. So then I went in with the shade Robin. I think these two shades are silky mattes. Petal and Robin are both silky mattes, the silky matte formula. And on the outer corner, I went in with a REPHR 01. Just pat in the corner, built it up on the outside corners of my eyes. And then I went in with the same shade Robin and a REPHR number 13, and I just started to build up these the inside corner of my eyes. And then I realized that my camera had stopped recording. So again, I apologize, but this is where we're at so far. Didn't miss too much. We're still just building up in the inner corner. Can you guys see? So the difference about landscape and portrait mode, when I do the eyeshadow tutorials in portrait mode, I use the viewfinder on my phone to like double check my work, but I can't really see it this way. I'll do my best, but like I said, we'll figure out together which way we like to view these videos, or do these videos and view these videos. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, building it up on this side. still using the shade Robin. I'm going back in with my SHODO 03 just to diffuse this line. Back to the REPHR number 13. Now let's see what Clover looks like built up on top. And I think I'm just gonna go in with the same REPHR 01 that I was already using. Maybe I'll flip it to the other side. So again, just keeping this on the outer corner. Actually, I think I changed my mind. I'm gonna use a SHODO 00 with the shade Clover. I switched because I like them. This brush comes to a finer tip, and it has like diffused bristles on top. I feel like when you're blending it out in this crease area, when you're blending out two shades together, those bristles, those fine bristles, really do a nice job. So again, we're just building up this outer corner. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So I'm switching back and forth between my two eyes right now just because I'm trying to keep make my shapes even. Even though it seems like this eye's just a touch more pigmented, hey? But sometimes when you're doing a halo eye, you get caught up in each section that you're working on, but then you need to like take a breath and then carry on, because when it comes together in the end, that's just my experience. So now I'm gonna go in with the REPHR number 13 and the shade Clover, and we're gonna build up the inner corner. I haven't quite discovered what my perfect brush for this area of my eye is yet. Let's move on to the other side. In these inner corners, I like it to be as smooth as possible, as blended out as possible, just so it's soft. Because with my eyes, I feel like if it's too what is the right word? If it's too stark or harsh right in this inner corner, I feel like it pulls my eyes closer together. Then I feel like I end up looking cross, which actually that happens, happens off. Like sometimes when I'm wearing false lashes, usually that's when it happens. And my best friend's wedding, I was her maid of honor, and I feel so bad, but most of the photos, my eyes are wonky, or I look somewhat cross-eyed. Sandra, I'm sorry. Still sorry. I have to say, I actually do like these tones. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, like it is in real life. Now I'm just being meticulous. But like I said, sometimes just time to move on. Okay, what's next? Kind of curious to see what this Ember shade looks like in the... Do we want to do it? Okay, I don't know if this is gonna screw it up or whatever, but we're just playing, right? So let's pop this in the outer corner. Again, this is the shade Ember. What do you guys think? I actually kind of like it. It also just deepens up the matte shade, the Clover shade that we just laid down. So for more precision for my inner corners, I'm going to use my silicone spatula from Amazon in the same shade Ember. Just what do you guys think? Yes, I kind of like that. Okay, so what should we do? This part of my lid technically is prepped already. Like it's just a matte paint pot in soft ochre. So I wonder if we need to lay down more just to get this, because I want to use the shade Equinox in the center. I wonder if we need to lay down just a little bit more so we can get that to pop. But then I also want a transition shade in between Equinox and the shade Ember that we just put on. This is decisions, right? Okay, so why don't we use a REPHR number 28, and I'm just going to quickly grab my matte paint pot in soft ochre. You can add a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to use the same brush that we just used to lay down the milk paint pot. This is actually coming along nicely, I think. Okay, so REPHR 28. I don't know if the shade Fluorescence would go. Maybe let's do, hang on, what does Lush look like again? Lush is, it's a little bit more sheer, sparkled foil. Let's go with Lush. And I'm just gonna gently place it right here at the edge of Ember. You guys see that? It's kind of pretty, right? Same thing on the other side. So it's this shade Lush. This one. I feel like my spotlight placement isn't symmetrical, so I'm gonna go in with the REPHR number 13, a little bit of Clover. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't really want to. I just want to pull it in slightly. Okay, kind of worked, I think. What do you guys think? All right. Now we are just going to take the shade Equinox on a finger and just pop that right in the center. Same thing on the other side. It's quite pretty. What do you guys think? You see? Okay, what's next? Now let's kind of tidy things up. I'm gonna use my SHODO 00 and just blend out, soften out, diffuse this corner, this edge. This has no pigment on it right now. I might change my mind. And just gently diffuse the inner corners. I think what I want to do now is I'm going to take the SHODO 03 and the shade Petal, the first shade that I laid down that didn't record. So the shade Petal, and run that across the top just so it diffuses a little bit more. REPHR number 13 with the shade Clover. And I think I want to see if I can just deepen it up a bit. Back to the SHODO 03. So Soften lines. Let's do underbrow highlight. I think I'm gonna go in with Natasha Denona's Mini Eye Sculpt and the shade Fair with my Discontinued MAC 272. Okay, so the rest of my face is done, and let's finish up this eye look. What do I want to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my Sephora Pro Crease number 19 and Dim Light. See if I can diffuse this top edge a little more to my liking. Looks a bit better, right? What do you guys think? Okay, so for the bottom lash line, I'm going to go in with the shade Clover and REPHR number 26. Starting in the outer corner and just pulling it across the lower lash. Same thing on the other side. And I'm going to take a BK Beauty 210 and the shade Robin, just to diffuse this edge. We're putting that shade right under Clover. I actually think I want to go in with shade Clover and have it just a little bit tighter right into my lash line. So I'm looking for a smudge brush. Let's use a BK Beauty 204 shade Clover just to deepen up. Yeah, I think I like that better. Deepen it up on the outer corner. Outer third of the lower lash line. Yes, I like that better. Okay, now let's do eyeliner. So eyeliner, you guys know I've been trying to finish up this Sephora Glide Liner, and if I can find it. Okay, so Sephora Glide Liner, it's just in black. I'm gonna tight line. Then I'm going to pull it across my lash line. Extend with a bit of a wing. And then I'm going to go in with NIKKI's N11 and smooth that out. Add a little bit more. And then I'm going to top it off with the black shade. It's called Black in Natasha Denona's Eye Sculpt. Same thing on the other side. Right line first. Smooth it out with NIKKI's an 11. Now top it off with black shadow from Natasha Denona's SCULPT palette. And this is just currently how I like to do my eyeliner. I used to, for a period, only wear like liquid liner. Sometimes just pencil or gel. Sometimes like the kind of liner that, like a gel liner that comes in a pot. But for lately, this is how I like to do. So I'm still just pushing in the black shadow from Natasha Denona's SCULPT palette. See, now it's starting to come together, right? And I'm feeling good about this. Oh yeah, so eyeliner on the lower lash line. I like to keep it just to the outer third. Itchy face. Same thing on the other side. And then we are going to smooth that out with a REPHR number 23. Let's speed through mascara. Okay, so let's do, actually, I'm going to spray my face first because I don't like to do setting spray on my lips. Okay, and for lips today, I thought we'd use my one Natasha Denona lip liner in, what is this? I needed a nude. Surprise, surprise, right? Another nude. Another nude lip product from me. And I thought we'd try out, what is this? The L'Oreal Plump Ambition Hyaluron Lip Oil. And this is in the shade Milky Nude. slightly minty. A little bit of a cool tingle. And there we have it. What do you guys think? Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Oh, ha, ha.